Now before I go any further, let's talk about this old electrical outlet. What am I going to do with this? If I were to, let's say, you know, I know it's still working. You know, could I put this out in a garage or in an attic or something like that if I wanted to? Worst case scenarios, yeah, I could, because you know, for emergency purposes. And I think I'll keep it all together. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my silver screws and I'm just going to put them back in there on the side. Make sure I get the silver. Come on. I'm just putting the silver ones back on the side that I took them out of. Okay. And then I'll do the same with the gold. All right. And then I can keep this one for emergencies. Now, if I wasn't keeping this for emergencies, what would I do? Would I just go ahead and throw it away like this? No. I would do a couple things. I would first off take the ground screw out, and I would save the ground screw. A lot of times you can use that ground screw in metal boxes. If you have a ground screw that's missing in a light fixture box, let's say, something like that, or you might need one for a pancake box, a metal pancake box, something like that. I would save the ground screw. Okay. I would also save these mounting screws. Every once in a while, the mounting screws, maybe you need just one. Did you know if you don't have any mounting screws, you can take a 1.25 inch drywall screw, the coarse threaded drywall screws. They usually run right into metal boxes just fine. So lots of times, I don't care if one of these is missing or not. Another thing I would do is, you see there's a little groove notch right there. I would bend these off. I would bend all 4 of these off, and I would put these in my nail bag, and then I could use that for a washer. You know, a shim washer somewhere where it's never going to be noticeable, and I've got 4 washers. Okay. Incidentally, you would break these tabs off. See where the groove is right there? You would break those off, bend those off, if you were installing this into a cut-in electrical box. These ears are designed to fit over the sheetrock. Well, a plastic cut-in box fits over the sheetrock at the top and bottom, and then it ties into the back, and there's a screw that tightens it up. And so if you were to put this on the box, this builds out that much further, and sometimes when you put your cover plate on, the cover plate doesn't want to sit tight to your wall. So you would undo these, and then this little part right here would fit into a notch in the cut-in box. Okay, so that's the things I would do if I was throwing that electrical outlet away. Okay, but for the time being, this is going to be my emergency electrical outlet in case I need it for something. You never know when you're going to need something like that. Or now I can rob the screws off. I've got a ground screw. I've got these extra screws. Usually you wouldn't use those side screws for anything much else anyways. Okay, I got to screw these on there, and I'll be done. I'll be right back to you, and we'll put this. Well, I'll show you how you kind of maneuver and wedge these wires back into the box. Pretty easy, but if you've never done it, keep watching. I'll show you. I always like to give you bonus material on my videos, so you always want to watch my videos. I never know what I'm going to say next. Here's those things. Happens to be called comfort zone, and it calms your cat down. And that's the little thing I have plugged into the wall. Okay, right here. And you can buy separate little goodies. You can buy a 6-pack of just these. This particular box here, this was their value pack. Okay. And it came with 6 refills, and it came with 3 heads. And you could change out the head each time, but I don't like to throw all the heads away in case if the threads aren't working right or something like that. I always keep one. Okay, comfort zone. That at least keeps our cat from pissing on the carpets. You might want to remember that if your cat does it.